Negative thinking is poison. It doesn't just live in your mind. It spreads like a virus into your body, your relationships, your future. You replay every failure, magnify every insult, and let your worst fears dictate your reality. That's not just weakness, that's self-destruction. And if you don't cut it out, it will bury you alive. The Stoics understood this thousands of years ago. Marcus Aurelius, emperor of Rome, faced wars, betrayals, and plagues. Yet he wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Seneca warned that we suffer more in imagination than in reality. Epictetus declared that no man is free until he masters his thoughts. These men weren't soft philosophers. They were warriors of the mind. They knew that if you lose control of your inner fortress, you lose everything. Today, I will hand you 7 brutal Stoic laws, not gentle affirmations, not motivational fluff. Weapons, tools forged to kill your negative thinking and rewire your mind for clarity, strength, and unshakable calm. If you are ready to stop being a prisoner of your thoughts and finally take command, step inside the fire. Picture this. A man sits alone at night, staring at the ceiling, unable to sleep. His mind won't stop replaying the rejection from his boss, the betrayal from a friend, the embarrassment from a mistake he made weeks ago. Every thought is a blade cutting deeper, every replay a fresh wound. He clenches his fists, swears under his breath, but the storm inside doesn't quiet. It only grows. You've been there. Maybe not the same story, but the same prison. One insult, one failure, one harsh word. Suddenly your entire day collapses. Your heart races, your chest tightens, and you spiral into thoughts that eat you alive. The outside world may look calm, but inside, it's chaos. That man could be anyone. A soldier tormented by fear before battle, a student humiliated in front of the class, a father staring at bills he can't pay. Life delivers blows that feel crushing, but what truly breaks us isn't the event itself. It's how we let our thoughts multiply and dominate us long after the moment has passed. Now imagine the same man, years later, hardened by Stoicism. The storm comes again, but this time he doesn't feed it. He doesn't spiral. He meets the thought, confronts it, and cuts it down. No wasted energy, no collapse, just control. That's the power the Stoics discovered, and the power you can claim. Negative thinking is not just a bad habit, it's the enemy within. It feeds on your attention, multiplies in your silence, and cripples your ability to act with strength. The Stoics understood this centuries ago. Marcus Aurelius wrote in his Meditations, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." That is the first truth. Your suffering does not come from what happened. It comes from the story you keep telling yourself about what happened. When you replay insults, failures, or fears, you're voluntarily drinking poison. Marcus reminds us, control your mind, and the poison dies with the thought. Seneca sharpened this further. In his letters he said, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." Think about that. Most of your pain is self-inflicted. The meeting that hasn't happened yet, the rejection that hasn't arrived, the fear that may never come true. These shadows dominate us more than reality itself. To kill negative thinking, you must see through the illusions your mind creates and anchor yourself in the present moment, where life actually unfolds. Epictetus, once a slave, had every reason to drown in resentment. Yet he declared, "It is not things themselves that disturb us, but our judgments about them." What does this mean? Events are neutral. Rejection, failure, betrayal. These are raw facts. But the meaning you attach to them, that's where the pain festers. Call it failure, and you shrink. Call it lesson, and you rise. So what is the Stoic fire? It is the relentless discipline of separating what is in your control, your mind, your choices, your responses, from what is not. It is refusing to feed the wolves of resentment, fear, and insecurity. It is learning to meet life's punches with a mind that doesn't shatter. This doesn't mean pretending pain doesn't exist. The Stoics never denied reality. They confronted it. But they refused to surrender to the endless noise of self-pity and overthinking. They knew, when the mind is disciplined, even chaos cannot break you. The man lying awake at night, haunted by thoughts of failure, doesn't need a softer pillow. He needs a stronger mind. He needs Marcus' reminder that strength lives in control. He needs Seneca's clarity that most of his torment is fiction. He needs Epictetus's command. Stop letting judgment enslave you. Negative thinking dies the moment you see it as an intruder, not a truth. And Stoicism gives you the sword to strike it down. Stop being a prisoner to your own mind. If you want to kill negative thinking, you cannot rely on positive vibes or motivational fluff. You need cold, ruthless strategies that rewire your psychology and sharpen your inner citadel. Here are 5 brutal Stoic laws to apply right now. 1. Starve the thought. Negative thinking is like a parasite. It survives only if you feed it. Every time you replay an insult or failure, you're giving it oxygen. Marcus Aurelius taught, "The things you think about determine the quality of your mind." Cut the oxygen. When a toxic thought arises, don't wrestle with it, don't debate it, ignore it, let it wither in silence. 2. Brutal ownership. Epictetus was merciless. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Stop blaming people, fate, or circumstance for your misery. Own your response. Someone betrayed you? That's on them. How you carry it, that's on you. Brutal ownership kills the victim mindset, and the victim mindset is the breeding ground of negative thought. 3. Control the frame. Seneca warned, "We are often more frightened than hurt." Fear and doubt only dominate when you let them frame reality. Rejection is not failure, it's clarity. Loss is not punishment, it's training. Discipline your language. Reframe everything as a test, not a tragedy. The mind believes the story you tell it. Tell a weak story, you live a weak life. 4. Armor through discomfort. Negative thinking thrives in the weak man who avoids pain. The Stoics trained themselves through voluntary hardship, cold baths, hunger, exile. Why? To teach the mind that discomfort cannot destroy you. Today it's simple. Lift heavy, fast, cut out excess. Expose yourself daily to controlled difficulty. The mind learns, if I can endure this, I can endure anything. 5. Build your inner citadel. Marcus Aurelius spoke of the inner citadel, a fortress of the mind no enemy can penetrate. This is the ultimate law. Train your inner dialogue. Every morning remind yourself, I cannot control the world. I can only control myself. Every night review. Where did I let negative thoughts win? Where did I remain unbroken? Daily training builds an unshakable mind. These 5 tactics are not theories, they are weapons. Starve the thought. Own your response. Control the frame. Embrace discomfort. Build your inner citadel. Negative thinking will not vanish on its own. You must kill it. Every day, every moment, by sharpening your mind into a weapon. Do this, and chaos cannot move you. Rejection cannot crush you. Fear cannot enslave you. This is the Stoic way. Cold, unapologetic, unbreakable. You are not your doubts. You are not your failures. You are not the whispers of fear that echo inside your skull. Those are illusions, phantoms that shrink the moment you stare them in the eye. The Stoics understood this with brutal clarity. Life will test you, betray you, strip you of comfort, and laugh in your face. But your mind, that is yours. Your reaction, that is your weapon. Negative thoughts cannot rule you unless you hand them the throne. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. That is the doorway. Epictetus gave the key. Focus only on what you can control. And Seneca gave the fire. Hardship is not punishment. It is preparation. This is the choice before you. Remain a slave to the storm inside, or become the storm. Kill negative thinking at its root. Harden your spirit. Build your inner citadel. And when the world expects you to break, you will stand calm, unshaken, untouchable. Now the path forward is yours. But understand this, The journey cannot be walked in silence. Join this brotherhood of unbroken minds. Subscribe to Timeless Stoic Mind, where we sharpen thought into steel and turn pain into power. Leave a comment below. Which Stoic law will you apply today? This is not entertainment, it's training. This is not motivation, it's transformation. So make the decision. Stop feeding weakness. Stop bowing to fear. Stop letting negative thoughts rule you. Stand up. Claim your mind. Claim your strength. Claim your place among the unbreakable. This is Timeless Stoic Mind, and this is where weakness dies.